Today we'll have a discussion on how education sector is going, how business is growing in education sector. Through education sector, what are the advantages? What will be the investment? What will be the ROI? So everything will be covered in this session today. And beginning with StepApp. StepApp is basically a gamified learning application right now in the market. I mean, this is completely different apart from the current application which is going on in the market, because StepApp is a gamified format. This format will not only help students, but it will also help teachers, parents, students, and also principals. So there are a lot of people who are getting advantage of this gamified learning. In the competition market, you might be seeing that application is only for students, and students are learning in that application, and they are going ahead and studying their further study like engineering, medical examination. So there are a lot of things which is currently going on in the market. So if I talk about what is StepApp, StepApp is a brand of Edusman Technology Private Limited, where Mr. Praveen Tyagi is the CEO of the company and also the founder. If I talk about Mr. Praveen Tyagi is a managing director of PACE IIT and Medical also. PACE IIT Medical is almost 21 years of experience in teaching the physical coaching classes, and we have given many output rankers for IIT and medical preparation. So if I talk about this space, we are already into this content where content is being used as a learning format to the student. So obviously every student are learning in a way of traditional, but we are here giving something different to the student, a gamified concept where student will learn also. They will be very interactive learning also, as I can say, because StepApp stands for Student Talent Enhancement Program. And if I talk of Student Talent Enhancement Program, this will give a child a learning. I mean, we are taking care of each and everything. There are three cycles involved in StepApp, which is learn, practice, and test. And if I talk about this three cycle, this is are related to each other, because for a child, obviously they will learn first, then afterwards they will practice, and then they will give a test. So these are interrelated. So that's the reason our vision is that making education more effective while being enjoyable through gamification conceptual content. Because if I talk about various game, if I talk about well-known game like Candy Crush, Angry Bird, you might have noticed that in that gamified format, you cannot directly reach to fourth level, fifth level, or seventh level, or 10th level. You have to begin with the basic part from first to second, second to third, third to fourth. So that's what we have provided an environment where a child will go ahead and learn things, clear their concept from one concept to second, second to third, third to fourth. They will be going ahead with, and there is a part of learn comprehensive understanding of learning outcome for all the stakeholders in education. As I said right in the beginning, that this will not only benefit student, but it will also benefit school, parents, and student, obviously. And if I talk about building your own future, for a child, obviously it is very important to build their own future. So we are going ahead and providing them that quality education which will help them to understand how they are working, empowering students with a cutting edge, and also help them to reach their full potential. Because if a child is capable and they know how to go ahead and do, obviously we help them out. uh, can you change? Yeah. So if I talk about this application, I'll tell you the features of this application. These are the gamified concept for maths and science. As I said, this concept is mapped to all the board. For a child, if a child is into CBSE, ICSE, or other state board, or Cambridge board, IB board, so we have given the content. and the quality content created by top IITians and doctor. As I said right in the beginning, that our background is into a physical coaching classes, so we know what exactly child required. Based on that, we have provided them a content, and this content will help them to understand regarding their studies, regarding their concept. And as I said, that a gamified approach is the most important thing to a child. They will understand how things are working for them. Based on that, all the boards have been covered, because we understand that a child is into CBSE board, ICSE board, state board, whatever board they are into. They require a quality content. And at the end, after 10th standard, if a child goes for engineering, if a child goes for medical examination or other bank examination, so maths and science is the most important part for them. If a child is to go for engineering entrance examination, then they have physics, chemistry, and maths. If a child go for medical examination, then it's physics, chemistry, and biology. So maths and science are connected for a child growth. So that's the reason we have focused on the math and science, where student will understand the basic concept, they will clear the foundation, they will understand the basic, and based on that, they will be preparing for their future. So if I talk about quiz and self practice, obviously in a study, self practice is the most important thing, because practice is the most important thing. If a child is going to school, if a child is going to coaching classes, or they are referring many kind of books, but at the end, the practice is the most important thing for a child. They have to go ahead and they have to practice. Usually in an exam preparation, if a child is giving 3 or 4 hours in the learning, that's not enough. They have to give maximum time. 8 to 9 hours is the minimum what I would suggest for a child. So multiple formats are also available in our application, like we are giving them a true false option available. Multiple choice question is also available. Subjective is also available, so that they understand each and thing and understand where they are lacking. Based on that, they will be learning from our application, because teacher can add their own test papers also over here. So that is an advantage to the teacher, because many teachers have their own questions which they want to go ahead and provide to the student. Apart from obviously, we give them many kind of questions, we give them questions to practice. But if there is a thing where teacher wish to give their own question paper, so they can go ahead and give. We are providing them a lot of question bank, question test papers, where they can go ahead and they practice over there. So those are the things which are we are providing to the child. And if we are providing to the student, so like other application or other company, uh, we also monitor. I mean, i'm I'm sure about those things where different companies might not be monitor, or they don't know, because obviously there are in education sector also there are different kind of category which is involved. If I talk about other companies, they have their own teachers, they have their own professors who provide them with the animation video lectures. But over here, we are giving them a self-assessment platform where they will be understand, they will be learning things from our application, and based on that, we'll monitor also. So basically, if I talk about monitoring, so a parents can also monitor, a teacher can also monitor, because we will be providing them with a dashboard. You can see in front of your screen where there is a graph which is involved, and there are different subjects, there are different students, and the pie diagram which is shown over there is related to the child. If I talk about, let's take an example, there are CBSE board student, almost let's consider 100 students are there. So a principal or teacher can monitor those 100 students over there regarding what practice is going on, and based on this practice, what they are doing on a daily basis. So if I talk about going ahead, students are regularly assessed on the basis of their speed, accuracy, and the number of attempts. So speed is also the most important thing, because speed, accuracy are the most important thing in the examination. Because in examination, if I talk about, there are 40-50 questions which I have to attempt, and I have only 3 hours. So I have to go ahead and I have to prepare myself and my speed so that I can complete the paper in 3 hours. So the speed is the most important thing. Performance in each topic and chapter will be tracked. I mean, if a child is practicing unit and dimension, if a child is practicing trigonometry, whatever topics are there, each and every topic will be divided, and based on that, a child will be monitored. Parents and educator can make effective decision based on the real-time data, because many of the parents are investing time over there. And if I talk about investing time, obviously on their child, how they go ahead and invest their time, they are giving out the time to their child, and make them understand how studies are important, and this studies will take them in future. So parents will also keep a note that what their child is doing if they get a performance report card of their own child. So that will be provided to them. Even a parents, obviously if parents are investing in this, they should also be aware that how things are working, because as a parents, every parents is concerned about their child, how their child is doing, how their studies is going on. So that's the most important thing we are providing, and give student exposure to learning and testing themselves on an adaptive digital platform. So testing is something a student obviously required, a child required the testing, because they should also know that over here they can do a practice, they can get wrong answers, they can do a mistake, but in a real time examination they cannot do that, because that is the final thing which they have to do. So based on that, we are providing them a testing platform where if they go ahead and practice some of the question, let's take an example, in a day they are practicing 20 question, out of that 15 are right, 5 are wrong. So they will come to know why that 5 are wrong, what mistake they have done, what conceptual clarity is not there. So that's what we are providing to them. And live interactive classes. So now over here, I would say everyone that how live interactive classes are effective right now due to COVID situation. Many of the schools are not physically operating, coaching classes are not operating. So live interactive class is the most important thing right now. There are different tools in the market where teachers go ahead and conduct a live session, but over here our application is giving an opportunity to the school's teacher where they can conduct a live lectures for their own child. Over here we are not providing any kind of alternate teachers, or we are not giving any kind of competition to the teachers. Over here we are giving their own teachers to the student, and they will be learning things from their own teachers, and based on that the things will be working according to the students as well as teachers way. Because pop quiz with leaderboard, over here there will be a quiz which will be indicated to a child, and that will help them to understand how they are going ahead and doing those things for uh, obviously for their own self. Real-time doubt solving session is also there. I mean, whatever questions they want to go ahead and ask to the teachers, they can go ahead and do that. And also doubt solving session is there, real time doubt solving session, where whatever student, whatever child have a doubts related to the topic, they can ask then and there and clear all their doubts. Obviously if a child learning things, please go back to the previous slide, previous one, in live interactive classes one. Yeah. So over here you can see the last point, recording of lectures available after the class. So many of the students fail to attend lectures, or many of the students have issue regarding going ahead with the live lecture. So they have an option where a class live lecture has been recorded, and later on they can use, because many students have facing problem. Some doesn't go on the live classes, they are not well, or they cannot attend the live lecture due to some personal reason. So there is an option of recording lectures available for the class, and based on that they can go ahead and do those things. So recording is also available, so they can record the lectures also. So how's it work? The next slide, we have a QR code. Please change the slide. So if you have a scanner, you can scan the QR code also. That works, and that will obviously guide you how's it work, how it showcase. So if not, then there are different option is also available. You can go ahead and download also from the Google Play Store. So this is basically the application concept, what we want to go ahead. It's the technology which we are using right now, the QR code option. So please move on to second slide. Now, I would like to tell everyone that implementation process. So once the application is installed in the school, so what we can go ahead and do is the implementation process, because whatever number of students a schools has, 500, 600, 1000, 1500, 2000, if there are multiple chain of school, then might be 4000, 5000 students. So it's a 7-day process, and it's a very hassle-free process which we will be doing. On the first day, a meeting is held with all the assistant commissioner and principal of the school. So this is basically the step which we can do. If I tell you a very simple, we will be connecting with the decision maker. We will be expressing what are the things which we required and what are the things we are going to go ahead and do. We can form a group. All the communication can be done in that group with the teachers and the principal. The student individual login ID and password would be provided to them. And student, after this, the students start playing StepApp that is mapped to their curriculum. Whatever boards they are using, they can go ahead and use, which is very hassle free also. And it will come to know to the teachers and the principal how things are working, because we have done lots of government tie-up currently with central government. So if we can move to next slide, we have a key clients right now, and which is a very big achievement in last 3 years. We have done a tie-up with Kendra Vidyalaya School in India, a pan-India tie-up. All this is a pan-India tie-up where we have done this. So we have done a Kendra Vidyalaya School tie-up, and also Eklavya Model Residential School we have done. JNV also, Jawahar Navodaya School, and you can see Goa state government also we have done tie-up, and also we have a tie-up with Air Force, Army, and Naval School pan India basis, Uttarakhand state government too. So this all are the achievements which we have done, and obviously the content going ahead and providing to the government bodies is not a easy task for us. It is very important from first level to the last level how we take it. It's not about the presentation, it's not about how we are going ahead and approaching, it's about all the content. If the content is up to the mark, if a content is giving a outcome, if a content is helping students and teachers, obviously then it is welcome, because getting associated with government body, we have to go ahead with different process. As you see on the previous slide, there was a implementation process, so there are a lot of things which we have to do. Obviously principal will take care, teachers will take care, also subject matters will proofread those things, they require time for that. So all things we are providing to them, and based on that, as I said, the content is the most important thing right now to us, and that content is provided by PACE IIT and medical. So we have IITians over here. They are providing a quality content to the student, and they know how exactly we are going ahead and doing those things for student. I mean the help regarding the con.
Mr. Jay, please unmute from your side. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I'll unmute. So the next slide, which is talk about PACE, bring excellency to education. So these are the things which already, as I said, that we are into 21 years into this market, and we know what exactly the content we are providing. And based on that, PACE has a presence of many students, many junior colleges, and also PACE digital online platform also we are providing. Currently, if you opt for this franchisee, Obviously, the pace digital platform is also provided. I mean, if a child is from different part of the city, if a child is from any state, like if I talk about Tamil Nadu, if I talk about Uttarakhand, UP, anywhere, MP, Rajasthan, wherever a child is, they will be getting a content of pace where they will be learning things and they will be understanding the concept, but the mode of communication would be the pace, IIT and medical content. I mean, our own teachers, faculty can conduct a lecture. There are students who spend 50 to 60,000 for normal coaching classes, and they pay certain amount, or they go for the subject wise class also. But many of the students also go for different city. I mean, if a student is from MP, he wish to go to Kota. If different student are going for different region to learn things, if they get this content in their own city at their home, obviously that is a benefit to a child also, to the parents also, because parents also have a hesitation to send their child uh, out of the city, and they go ahead and settle over there. They are not comfortable, and all those things are also there. But this will help a child to understand in their own city, in their own content, how things will be working for them and how it is easy for them. So if we move on to next slide, you will see our team. This is the core team which is building content to us, making content in a different way, a different level, I can say. Mr. Praveen Tyagi, who is a founder of our company, as I said right in the beginning, and Mr. Sandeep Singhal is there, Chief Business Officer. Mr. Rajiv Bilani is also their Chief Technical Officer, and Ms. Nikila Varun is their Creative Director. She is also going ahead and providing us input where we can make a different and a creative content where everything will work according to the student way, and this will be benefited for them. So I would request team to go ahead and share that video so that I can discuss further the video which I have
Okay.
shared.
Yes, yes, Mr. Jay. Only 2 minutes, please.
Yeah. So basically, this video, which will be shared to all of you, it's just a glimpse like how we are working differently. I mean, obviously, for a brand ambassador is required. So I would want that you should see this video. So based on that, you'll get an idea who is our brand ambassador. So I guess voice is the issue. No problem.
Yes, Mr. Jay, some audio issue आ रहा है यहाँ पे.
No issue, no issue, no problem. I would like to tell everyone that Mr. Amitabh Bachchan is our brand ambassador. He has joined as an ambassador in 2019 December. Until now, whatever marketing, creative, advertising, what we are doing, we are taking a picture, or you can say a brand image of Mr. Amitabh Bachchan, because he has also supported us in a content part. He has also helped us in a different way, where he has, what I'm trying to tell you in short, that he has understand what our vision is, to give a quality education to each and everyone in our country. And obviously, if a child is capable to understand how things are working, so based on that, we are providing them this kind of technology which will help them. So now, if I this was regarding the product. If I talk about the franchise opportunity to each and everyone, so if I talk about the business model, a business model is very simple. This product is related to class 1 to 12 standard. So obviously, we have to tap students who are from class 1 to 12 standard, and this students where we will be getting is in school. So school is the most important thing. You can say a B2B perspective which we have to take care of. B2B, why B2B? Because over there we have to connect with only a decision maker, the management, the principal, the teacher, whoever the decision maker is. They will be going ahead and taking a decision on behalf of all the students, whatever number of students they have. So that is the huge volume to a partner. Because if I talk about our product cost is only 5,000 rupees. MRP is 5,000 rupees. But to a partner, we set a certain base price. Based on that base price, you have to go ahead with your profit. If I give you a very simple example, let's take an example that 5,000 is the MRP price and your base price is 1,500 rupees. 1,500 rupees is the base price. So on and above, for whatever price you go ahead and sell out, is your whole and sole profit, which means 3,500 is profit on per student. So this application is for per student. We sell as a per license key to a child. This application is not where a 50 student will be using one application. This application is for all the students, because as I said in the presentation that this monitor, this application monitor a child. Based on that, they will come to know their performance. So this application is for individual student, and that's what the advantage you have. So in your city, you can go ahead and spread this awareness of this gamified learning application. And currently there is a need in the market. If I'll tell you, it's very simple. Student have problem going school, student have problem connecting on internet. So this application is an offline part. In an initial stage, just a student have to download the application. For that it require internet, but later on, what if they want to do a practice, then this is an offline session, so we can reach to as many as student, and we can provide them this application. I would recommend you to connect with the schools where there is a need of technology. And obviously in the market, principals and management are looking forward for those content which will help them also, obviously, to the student. So these are the most important thing which we are providing right now as compared to the other competitors. And if I talk about the return on investment is very quick for you, because we just have to close one school. And if I talk about the tenure, it will take maximum 3 months to earn what you have invested in that with a profit, because it's a huge profit over here. If I tell you a very simple example, uh, now I gave you an example of 1,500 rupees, right? So if I consider that you're getting only 500 rupees profit, only 500 rupees, and there are 1,000 students, which will goes approximately 5 lakh of profit to you. It's a very small amount, which I said 500 rupees per student. Obviously you'll be getting more than that, because that kind of approach we will be going ahead and doing for them. So if 500 is a minimum for one student, and as I said that if we go ahead and provide to 1,000 students, that gives you 5 lakh of profit. So investment amount start from 2 lakh to 15 lakh rupees. It depends upon you which model you go ahead and select. because we have a different model. We have channel partner model, we have city franchisee model, and a state model. So what is the difference in this? Channel partner and city franchisee will be operating for one city. State franchisee will operate for one state. If I talk about tenure, there will be a difference in the tenure. Channel partner will have 2 years of tenure, city franchisee will have 3 years of tenure, and state franchisee will have 5 years of tenure. So there is a tenure difference, profit sharing difference, which we will be discussing further once people show interest regarding the franchise part. Then everything will be briefed based on that. I mean, which part of the franchisee you're looking for, channel partner, city franchisee, or state franchisee. Based on that, we can go ahead and do it for you. Now, if anyone have any question regarding the franchisee model or regarding the content, so we can have a further discussion. I'm ready to answer your question.